I'm Kayla Verhelst, Sustainability Officer at Bank of North Dakota, talking today about natural gas capture and utilization in North Dakota. Across the global energy landscape, natural gas accounts for about a quarter of electricity generation. Due to its ease of storage and transportability, natural gas is a solution for gas-fired power plants to respond swiftly to demand fluctuation caused by weather events. In the context of energy transformation, natural gas serves as a transition fuel, emitting less carbon and provides necessary backup for variable power sources like wind and solar. North Dakota has approximately 2% of the United States natural gas reserves, and in 2023 ranked 11th in natural gas gross production. In North Dakota, most natural gas is a byproduct of oil production. The state's goal is to reduce flaring, economic loss, and environmental impact. With North Dakota's gas capture rate currently around 95%, companies like Valence Natural Gas Solutions are transforming gas capture and utilization, pushing the state closer to achieve 100% efficiency.
So you've heard of things like emissions reductions, but now companies are getting more specific and subscribing to themes like zero routine flaring. So a large consortium of some of the largest oil and gas companies are now putting their collective efforts together, subscribing to this theme, which is zero routine flaring, and basically saying, regardless of regulation, regardless of mandate by the state or by the jurisdiction we're operating in, we're going to get to the point where we don't flare at all. Our technology is the enabler of helping our customers try to get to that end state, and we really believe it. With flaring being one of the biggest contributors to emissions in all of the oil and gas industry, we think it's an enormous opportunity to use our technology to not only solve that problem, but help our customers make money and create a beneficial use of a wasted resource.
We currently have two models of our flare gas capture facility. The first model was the first one we brought to market in 2021. That's our standard flare gas capture plant. That can process around 4 million standard cubic feet a day. What it is it's a mobile gas plant, all developed on trailers with interconnecting piping and electrical so that it can be mobilized onto site very quickly and capture gas that would otherwise be stranded or flared in order to bring it to market in an alternative method other than pipeline, which is the traditional method for transporting natural gas. And then we have a smaller flare gas capture facility, that's the micro gas capture plant. That one can do about 1 million standard cubic feet a day, so about a quarter the size of the large plant. That one came to market in 2023. What the facilities do is they bring in a raw natural gas stream and they treat it and separate the gas into a clean residue gas stream, which is removed as CNG or compressed natural gas at very high pressures. And then the liquids that are a part of that gas are removed as a natural gas liquid product and trucked out.
So North Dakota has been doing a good job over the last, half a dozen years, give or take, at capturing that flare gas and not wasting it. However, there's challenges with terrain and topography and everything else that standard pipeline measures and stuff can't solve. And Valence is able to go out, capture gas mobily and process that and derive an economic benefit to the state, to the counties, municipalities, royalty owners. But then there's secondary things to that, employment opportunities for people, just more people in your town that have an economic impact. Obviously, if you're capturing gas that would otherwise be flared, there's an environmental impact to that. So their impact is actually profound in many ways, not just economical.
When we first started, the Bakken was flaring a third of all the gas that was produced. At the time, that was about 350 million cubic feet a day. Fast forward to today, the state is capturing 96% of all the gas that's produced. So we're flaring a much smaller number, but that's on a much higher amount of total gas being produced. There's customers that are calling for a cleaner, more cost-effective fuel, which we can input natural gas in. Our business is meant to bridge the two. And the technology that we've been trying to develop over the last 10 years and now have to the point where it's scalable goes right in the middle of going right out to those stranded sources, capturing it, cleaning it up enough for it to be useful, and then getting it to market in a cost-effective fashion. To that, we are an ESG solution for the customer. If I mentioned that 30% of their total emissions bucket, under which they're under extreme amount of scrutiny right now, is flaring. At the same time, the value that's being flared is enormous. Our sole purpose has been to try to create the technology to unlock the value of that gas. And at the same time, we're reducing that total emissions bucket.
My favorite part with Valence, honestly, is just learning about this new technology. And they're working really hard to be a solution. They can't do that all on their own, obviously, but they're able to do it in areas where conventional means just don't work. Remote areas, very rugged areas where getting pipelines to them is very difficult. And so literally coming out into the field, seeing their processes, seeing how their equipment works, and their ability to help solve these issues is always fun.
Valence Natural Gas Solutions is transforming North Dakota's energy landscape. Visit STAND.nd.gov for more authentic stories of sustainability and transformation from people creating real change in North Dakota's energy, agriculture, conservation, and carbon management efforts.